Your BMW has features you've probably never touched. Some save fuel, others make parking easier, and a few can prevent expensive repairs. They're all built in, no modifications needed. Most BMW owners have no idea these exist. If you want to get the most out of your car, hit subscribe. We cover everything BMW, ownership, maintenance, and the features dealers never explain. Let's start. Number 1, auto start-stop memory. You know that start-stop system that shuts the engine off at red lights? Most people hate it and turn it off every single drive. The button is right there on the center console, and you press it within seconds of starting the car. Every time. Here's what BMW didn't tell you. You can make the car remember your preference. On many models from 2015 onward, if you code the car using an OBD tool like BimmerCode, you can disable start-stop permanently. No button pressing every time you start the car. The setting stays off until you manually turn it back on. The process takes about 5 minutes. Plug in the OBD scanner, open the app, navigate to the comfort settings, and toggle auto start-stop to default off. The change is instant. If you don't have an OBD tool, they cost around $50 to $80 and can be used for dozens of other tweaks. For something you interact with every single drive, this one change makes a noticeable difference. And if you ever sell the car or want the feature back, just code it on again. Simple as that. Number 2, hidden service menu in iDrive. Your BMW has a built-in diagnostic screen that shows real-time data most owners never see. This isn't something BMW advertises because it's meant for technicians, but it's accessible to anyone. Press and hold the odometer reset button on the gauge cluster for about 10 seconds with the ignition on but the engine off. After a few seconds, the hidden service menu appears on your instrument cluster. You'll see everything: exact coolant temperature in degrees, real-time battery voltage, fuel level as a percentage instead of just the gauge, and even individual tire pressures if your car is equipped with sensors. It's the same info your mechanic sees when they plug in a scanner, but you get it for free. This is particularly useful for checking if your cooling system is running hotter than normal, which could indicate a failing thermostat or water pump. You can also monitor battery voltage. Anything consistently below 12.4 volts means your battery is weak and might need replacing soon. It won't give you fault codes, but for quick system checks, it's incredibly handy. To exit the menu, just turn off the ignition or press the reset button again. Number 3, comfort access trunk kick sensor calibration. If your BMW has the hands-free trunk opener, you've probably had moments where it just doesn't work when you need it. You're standing there with bags in both hands, kicking under the bumper like you're trying to start a lawnmower, and nothing happens. The sensor under the rear bumper is there, but it's surprisingly picky about how you activate it. What most people don't know is you can actually recalibrate it to respond better to your specific kicking motion. Here's how it works. Stand behind the car with the key fob in your pocket or bag. It has to be within range. Kick your foot under the center of the rear bumper slowly and smoothly. Do it 3 times in a row at the same speed and angle. The system learns your motion pattern and becomes way more responsive after that. If it still doesn't work, the problem is usually dirt or road grime covering the sensor area. Get down there with a rag and clean the underside of the bumper. Once it's clean, try the calibration again. Some owners also find that wearing certain types of shoes affects detection. Thick boots work better than thin-soled sneakers. Once you get it dialed in, the trunk opens almost every time, and it's one of those features that actually feels futuristic. If you're finding these tips useful, subscribe and turn on notifications. We post BMW guides, maintenance advice, and ownership tips you won't find anywhere else. Number 4, one-touch turn signals with adjustable blink count. You know how the turn signal clicks 3 times when you tap it lightly? That's the Comfort Blink feature, and it's designed for quick lane changes. But here's the thing, that number isn't fixed. go into iDrive settings, scroll to vehicle settings, then find lights. Look for the comfort turn signal option or flash to pass settings depending on your model year. You can change it from 1 blink up to 5. Set it to 1 if you're the type who signals for every lane change on the highway and wants just a single blink. It sounds like a tiny thing, but once you set it to your preference, you'll notice it constantly. If you're someone who drives in heavy traffic and changes lanes often, the 1 blink setting keeps things quick and precise. If you do mostly highway driving and want a longer signal without holding the stalk, go with 4 or 5. The adjustment takes 10 seconds and it personalizes the car to how you actually drive. Number 5, digital speed limit display with custom warnings. Many BMWs from 2010 onward have a speed limit icon that shows up in the gauge cluster or heads-up display. It reads road signs automatically using the front camera behind the rear-view mirror. The system is surprisingly accurate most of the time, though it occasionally misreads construction zone signs or picks up signs from side roads. But here's the hidden part most people miss. You can set it to warn you if you're speeding. Go into iDrive, navigate to settings, then driver assistance and find speed limit info. Turn on the warning feature. Now when you go over the posted limit, the display flashes or changes color to alert you. Some models let you set a threshold like 5 or 10 miles per hour over before the warning activates. This is especially useful if you're driving through areas known for speed cameras or if you're in a state with strict enforcement. It's not going to slam the brakes or cut power, but it keeps you aware without having to constantly watch for signs. And if you're on a road trip in an unfamiliar area, it's one less thing to think about. Number 6, programmable memory seats with easy entry and exit. If your BMW has memory seats, usually standard on higher trims and optional on base models, you already know you can save your seating position with the memory buttons on the door. But did you know you can program an easy entry position that activates automatically? When you turn off the car and open the door, the seat slides all the way back and the steering wheel tilts up to make getting out easier. Then when you return and close the door, everything moves back to your saved driving position. To set this up, go into seat memory settings through iDrive or the seat controls. Adjust the seat farther back than you'd ever drive. Push it almost all the way to the rear stops. Some cars also let you raise the steering wheel during this step. Then save it to the easy entry function, which is usually a separate button or a menu option depending on the model year. Once programmed, the car does it automatically every time. This is particularly helpful in coupes like the 4 Series or older 3 Series coupes, where door openings are tight and you're constantly adjusting to get in and out. It's also useful if you share the car with someone else. Your position stays saved, and theirs does too, but both of you get the easy entry movement. It adds a level of convenience that feels almost luxury car-like, which, to be fair, it should. You paid for it. Number 7, adjustable exhaust sound in sport mode with custom mixing. A lot of newer BMWs with M Sport packages or M models have adjustable exhaust modes tied to the drive settings. If your car has drive mode buttons on the center console, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, the exhaust changes with them. Sport mode opens the exhaust valves more, making it louder. Sport Plus opens them fully for maximum sound. But here's the trick most people don't know. You can mix and match settings. Go into iDrive individual mode, which is a customizable drive setting, and manually set the exhaust to Sport or Sport Plus, while keeping the suspension in Comfort and the steering in a different mode. You get the sound without the harsh, bone-jarring ride that Sport Plus usually delivers. This is perfect if you like the sound but don't want your fillings rattled out on rough pavement. Not every model allows full customization. Base models and non-M cars are more limited, but if you have an M car or a newer G chassis model, the options are there. You can even save multiple individual profiles for different driving scenarios. One for daily commuting with Comfort Everything, one for spirited weekend drives with sport exhaust and sharper steering, and one for track days with everything maxed out. Number 8, automatic high beams that actually work when adjusted. Most people turn off automatic high beams because they're annoying or unreliable. They either don't switch off fast enough when a car approaches, or they flicker on and off constantly in areas with streetlights. BMW's system can actually be made better if you adjust the sensitivity. Go into light settings in iDrive and look for the automatic high beam sensitivity adjustment. You can set how aggressively the system switches between high and low beams based on oncoming traffic or surrounding light conditions. Lower sensitivity means the system dims the high beams sooner and more cautiously. Higher sensitivity keeps them on longer and only switches when absolutely necessary. The key is testing it on back roads at night where you get a mix of oncoming traffic and empty stretches. Start with medium sensitivity and adjust from there based on how it performs. If it's switching off too early and leaving you in the dark, increase it. If it's blinding other drivers, lower it. Once dialed in, the system becomes genuinely useful instead of something you turn off within a week of buying the car. Just remember that the camera behind the rearview mirror needs to be clean for this to work properly. If your windshield is dirty or covered in bugs, the system won't function as well. Number 9. Oil level check procedure for dipstickless engines. BMWs don't have dipsticks anymore. The oil level is checked electronically through the gauge cluster or iDrive. But the car has to be warm and on level ground for it to read correctly, and a lot of owners don't know the proper procedure. Here's how you do it right. Drive the car for at least 10 minutes to get the oil up to operating temperature, then park on flat ground, not on an incline or a sloped driveway. Turn off the engine and wait at least 2 minutes. This lets the oil drain back into the pan. Then turn the ignition to accessory mode without starting the engine. Just one click of the start button without your foot on the brake. Go into iDrive, navigate to Vehicle Info, then Vehicle Status, and select Oil Level. The system runs a quick measurement cycle that takes about 30 seconds. When it's done, it'll show you the exact level, usually represented as a bar graph or a message saying OK, low, or overfilled. If it says weight or measurement not available, the engine wasn't warm enough or the car wasn't level. Drive it longer and try again. You should check this at least once a month, especially on older or high mileage BMWs that are known to burn oil. Models like the N63 V8, the N54 and N55 inline 6s, and even some 4-cylinder turbo engines can consume oil between changes. Running low on oil in a BMW can lead to catastrophic engine damage, worn bearings, scored cylinder walls, or complete engine failure. A quart of oil costs $15. A new engine costs $15,000. Check it regularly. Number 10. Battery registration after replacement. This one can save you from repeated electrical problems and shortened battery life. When you replace your BMW's battery, the car's computer needs to be told that a new battery has been installed. If you don't register the new battery, the car's charging system won't adjust properly. It'll keep using the old charging profile, which means it could overcharge the new battery and shorten its lifespan, or undercharge it and leave you with a dead battery sooner than expected. The car monitors battery health over time and adjusts how the alternator charges based on the battery's age and condition. You can register the battery yourself using an OBD scanner that supports BMW coding. Tools like Carly, BimmerCode, or INPA work for this. The process takes about 2 minutes. Plug in the scanner, go to the battery registration menu, enter the new battery specifications, usually amp-hour rating and type like AGM or standard lead acid, and confirm. The car updates its charging map instantly. Skipping this step is one of the reasons people end up replacing batteries every 2 or 3 years. Instead of getting the full 5 to 7 years they should last. It's a hidden maintenance step that matters more than most people realize. Number 11. Coded features waiting to be unlocked. Your BMW probably has features already installed in the hardware but turned off in the software. Things like video in motion while driving, which lets passengers watch videos on the iDrive screen when the car is moving. Or needle sweep on startup, where the gauge cluster needles do a full sweep when you turn the car on. Purely aesthetic, but it looks great. Digital speed display in the heads-up display. Aggressive colds start with higher idle RPM, or even small changes like disabling seatbelt chimes or enabling automatic folding mirrors when you lock the car. All of these are coded into the car but disabled from the factory for regulatory, liability or market reasons. With tools like BimmerCode, BimmerLink or more advanced software like ISTA or ESys, you can turn these features on yourself. No hardware changes, no new parts, just software tweaks. The key is reading the descriptions carefully and understanding what each change does. Don't toggle random settings without knowing what they control. Some changes, like disabling traction control limits, can affect safety. Others, like enabling comfort features, are harmless. Always write down what you changed so you can reverse it if something doesn't work the way you expected. Some changes require the car to be restarted or driven for a few miles before they take effect. The nice part is that these tools are affordable, $50 to $100 for most apps. And they open up a level of customization that makes the car feel more personalized. You can even undo dealer-installed restrictions or enable features that were standard in Europe but disabled in other markets. It's like unlocking the full version of software you already own. These features are already in your car. You just have to know they're there. Use them and your BMW becomes easier to live with, more responsive, and better suited to how you actually drive. Some save money, some save frustration, and a few can help you catch problems before they turn into expensive repairs. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more BMW guides, and check out our last video where we break down the exact maintenance schedule to keep your BMW running past 200,000 miles.